Hello. I'm not gonna lie to you all, being on camera petrifies me. I have done this maybe a couple of times now, and part of the reason why I'm even doing this Q&A is not only to answer your questions, but also to overcome my camera shyness. And really, I figured after so many failed attempts that I'm sorry, there's thunder happening right now. So I figured after so many failed attempts, I've just come to the realization that I'm never gonna get over it if I don't at least try. So this is me trying to get over my camera shyness by doing this Q&A on camera, and hopefully we'll see how this goes. I've done this multiple times, I've seen your questions multiple times, I've answered them a lot, but we're gonna keep doing this until I'm proud of what I'm doing on camera. So here we go. Welcome to the Q&A. Let's get started. Let's take a gander at your burning quandaries. Have you ever considered doing a behind-the-scenes vid like showing us how you get into character or any voice warm-ups you do before recording? I've wanted to do this for a while, but you know, having a camera now makes it a little easier. I would love to show you some behind-the-scenes stuff of what I do, but as far as vocal warm-ups that I do, I have a couple of things that I do when I warm up. I do something I think is called the 5-minute vocal warm-up from Jacob's Vocal Academy. That's whenever I want to do like a quick vocal warm-up and get in and out of the booth quickly. Otherwise, if it's something more demanding, I'll do that with the pitch and accuracy exercise, or even the daily vocal exercise warm-up. As well as that, I have the Ye Old Faithful tongue twister. And these are really good for articulation because I tend to notice that I slur my words a lot. Feel free to participate at home, but here are the articulation exercises that I do before I start doing voiceover. Unique New York, New York unique. She says she shall sew a sheet. Lesser leather never weathered lesser wetter weather. My mummy makes me munch my M&Ms on a Monday morning. A big black bug bit a big black bear, and the big black bear bled blue black blood. She stood on the balcony, inexplicably mimicking him She stood on the balcony, inexplicably mimicking him hiccuping and amicably welcoming him home. There we go. So yeah, behind the scenes stuff, would love to do it. Vocal warm-ups, Jacob's Vocal Academy, and tongue twisters. That's my secret. Out of all of the impressions you've done and posted on YouTube semi-recently, which one are you the least proud of? I would have to say that's Lancer, because when Deltarune came out, I thought Lancer was just some kind of weird middle-aged dude. I didn't realize he was like an actual child, so that's why I outsourced Lancer to other VAs. With my manly man deep voice, I don't think I can be a child. How do you come up with the ideas for how your voice impressions will sound? Do you make one based on how their personality is? So typically when I come up with a voice impression, I just look for characteristics of that person and I just assume what they sound like. Like, this is the beauty of being in the Deltarune Undertale community. There is no real canonical voice for anyone, so anyone can be the canonical voice. Basically, it's all assuming how you think the character will sound. And again, the beauty of it all with Deltarune is that there is no canonical voice for anyone so far, so they can be anyone, assuming that they don't already have voice lines like Spamton or Jevil. I'm just glad I secured the Jevil voice, so I can honestly cash out. E or A, sports. Have you legitimately started to develop voice problems after doing this for so long? I'd imagine so. I would say my voice isn't as smooth as it used to be. Screaming a lot has definitely done some things to my voice, but overall I think my voice is still fine, like it's still functional. And I don't know if it's because like I've just gotten older or if it's been because of voice acting, but my voice is a little deeper than it used to be 5 years ago when I began doing voiceover. I wouldn't say I've had health problems. I feel like my voice has developed more because I've done voiceover. It's weird. Since you yourself is quite the music enthusiast, I would like to ask what's your favorite song and album that came out this year. Now we're getting somewhere.
Not to say that we weren't before, but I'm just saying I really love music.
So to do this very fast so that we avoid getting a copyright complaint, here are my favorite songs of each month in 2022. And here are my favorite albums from 2022. And in case you couldn't catch that last one, Heavy Pendulum by Cave In is my favorite album of the year. Just a sludge metal masterpiece. I love it to death. But if we're talking about overall albums that I heard this year and not just albums that released in 2022, The Intermounting Flame by Mahavishnu Orchestra is my favorite album of the year. What are some acting and writing tips you can give? I love voice acting and writing stories a lot, and I want to keep learning to become better. I guess one of the biggest ones I can give you as a voice actor is drink water whenever you do demanding takes, because it will save your voice the next day. Experimentation is nice, but just know where your boundaries are, and when things start to hurt, just stop. And overall, the biggest voice acting advice I can give you is that if you legitimately want to make it anywhere, this isn't just voice acting I'm talking about, this is just like any passion you have. If you want to make it anywhere in any sort of industry, you need to breathe it, you need to eat it, you need to sleep it, you need to pee it, you need to poop it, you need to do everything with it every single waking day. I am constantly thinking about voiceover, how I can improve my voice, how I can improve my inflections, everything. I'm just thinking about it constantly. So if you have a passion and you just cannot stop thinking about it and you just want to keep improving yourself every single day on it, then keep doing that, because that is your passion and that is ultimately something that you should pursue. You know, just don't give up on that. And in terms of writing tips, Zeus, can you calm the down? And in terms of writing tips, I would say the biggest writing tip I could give you is understand what you like, and then when you understand what you like, try to apply that to your own works. I always don't like it when people say they like something but they don't understand why, because, you know, clearly something happened to make you like it, so try and figure out what that something is, and when you pinpoint that down, try and apply that into your own work and see if you can create a similar result. What in your YouTube career has given you the biggest warm fuzzies? That would have to be meeting my fans in VR chat. Hands down, without a doubt. I've been in VR chat for about a year and a half now, and meeting my fans in Undertale worlds like Snowdenverse and Undernet has just been one of the most rewarding experiences of my life. But yeah, meeting my fans in VR chat is the closest I'm ever going to get to meeting my fans in real life, and it is genuinely one of the most heartwarming things in the world to hear that, like, I inspired them to take up voice acting, or they just overall enjoy my content, or got them out of a hard time. I love it. I genuinely love it, and that's what gives me the warmest fuzzies of them all. So to anyone from VR chat who's watching this video, who's met me, thank you for making being in VR chat just one of the greatest experiences of my life. It absolutely beats going to the Great Pug, because I would have a panic attack. Are you considering having more people collab with you more frequently to help videos come out more frequently or more efficiently? Here's the big reason why I tend to voice a lot more characters than I really should. I am a perfectionist. I like being in charge of myself, because that means I have to rely on less people, and I know exactly what I want out of my characters. So that's why I voice so many characters in my own videos, because I know what I want, I know how I want it to sound, and I don't have to rely too much on other people, because, again, perfectionism. I would like to have more people on my videos, but it's only when I feel like they're gonna be a good fit for it. I'm very selective with who I have in my videos. I'm not just gonna allow anyone to be in them. Like, I get asked all the time by aspiring VAs, like, hey, could I be in your video, or can I do a say-a-lot with you? And I'm like, I don't know where I can put you in it, because I haven't considered that. Do you plan on staying with Undertale and Deltarune for your saying a lot of things as, or do you plan on expanding to other fandoms in the future? It's tricky, because I feel like if I go to another, I feel like I'm not gonna have as many people tag along with me. You know, I've built up this community of Undertale and Deltarune fans that it would be kind of hard to throw a different into the mix and not alienate people. Like, mind you, I did a Klonoa fan dub of 6 characters, and that thing bombed. If I were to just suddenly switch, it would be a wild gamble. Like, I would love to do saying a lot of things as Mario. That would be super cool to try, but I don't know how it would pan out. Yeah, I would love to try other characters, but it would be a huge risk, honestly. But yeah, those are all of the questions. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that I didn't seem too horrendous on camera, and in fact, I feel weirdly more comfortable now that more time has passed and I've been doing this in this sort of flow. If this goes well, I might try more on camera stuff, because again, trying to get over my camera shyness. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your questions, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.